Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings, Ocean Beach. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Tuesday, June 2nd. You'll be interested to know. 73 years ago, today, in 1953, Queen Elizabeth II was crowned in a grand ceremony at Westminster Abbey with pageantry, processions, and a global audience witnessing a solemn transfer of duty. The coronation affirmed a living constitutional tradition and served as a unifying moment that modernized public ceremony and connected diverse peoples across the Commonwealth. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Tuesday at Ocean Beach. This morning it's looking fair with waves around 3 to 5 feet. Conditions hold steady through the morning, but expect them to get choppy as the wind picks up to 10 to 15 miles per hour by the afternoon. Right now, the wind is onshore at 7 miles per hour. Best time to ride is at 6 a.m. with the 0-foot outgoing low tide when the south-southwest swell is 2 feet at 17 seconds, and the onshore wind is 7 miles per hour. The first low tide on Tuesday will be minus a half-foot at 7:30 a.m., followed by a 4.5-foot high tide at 3:15. The nearshore buoy in San Francisco Bar reads 58 degrees for the water temperature. Choppy conditions prevail on Wednesday with waves between 3 to 4 feet and winds from the west at 10 to 12 miles per hour. Thursday sees a transition to cleaner conditions with 4 to 6 plus foot waves, though choppy conditions return later in the day as winds pick up. Friday maintains the size with 5 to 7 plus foot waves, but choppy conditions persist throughout the day. This morning, it's areas of fog, and it feels like 56 degrees with 6 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 8:27, and it will rise again tomorrow at 5:48. It looks like we're in for some foggy conditions this morning, clearing by mid-morning with mostly cloudy skies and a high near 60 with a moderate west-southwest breeze around 10 miles per hour. If you're inland, it will hit a high of 64. Tonight, expect mostly cloudy skies with a low around 53 and a moderate west wind around 12 miles per hour. Looking ahead in the weather. This morning, it's areas of fog, and it feels like 56 degrees with 6 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 8:27, and it will rise again tomorrow at 5:48. It looks like we're in for some mostly cloudy skies today, with a high around 60 and a mild breeze. Tonight, expect continued mostly cloudy conditions, with a low of 56 and light winds picking up a bit. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, the Oakland School Board is preparing to enact a policy prohibiting cell phone use during the school day as they work on a nearly $1 billion budget for the 2026 to 2027 school year. This new policy is in response to a law signed by Governor Gavin Newsom, which requires all school districts in California to establish cell phone bans by July 1st. Exceptions to the ban will include emergencies, staff approval, and specific needs outlined in a student's individualized education plan. District officials propose a bell-to-bell policy to eliminate distractions and enhance academic focus, as some schools already enforce similar rules. As discussions continue, the board is set to revisit the draft policy at their June 14th meeting, with a final vote scheduled for June 24th. Now on to sports. Myles Garrett finally got his wish, 16 months after originally demanding to be traded. The reigning National Football League Defensive Player of the Year will join the Los Angeles Rams, with a legitimate chance to compete for a Super Bowl. The Cleveland Browns realized their timeline did not mesh with their best player and executed a trade. The Rams traded two-time Pro Bowl edge rusher Jared Verse, along with their 2027 first round, 2028 second round, and 2029 third round draft picks. This move may have come a year later than expected, but the outcome is exactly what Garrett preferred. In local sports, the Giants got absolutely pummeled yesterday, dropping 5-2 in Milwaukee, and they're looking to respond tonight. Landon Roop had a rough go, lasting just 4 innings and giving up 8 runs on 8 hits. San Francisco sits at 23-37 on the season, firmly in the basement of the NL West. Tonight they send Trevor McDonald to the mound against Kyle Harrison in Game 2 of this 4-game series. First pitch is at 4:40 this afternoon at American Family Field. It's a crucial moment to avoid falling further behind on this road trip. There's an interesting angle to this series. Giants manager Tony Vitello, in his first year after leading Tennessee to a national championship, is facing off against Milwaukee's Pat Murphy, who won a title at Arizona State. Both coaches made the jump straight from college to the big leagues. Vitello also has a personal connection here. Outfielder Drew Gilbert played for him at Tennessee and is now on the roster. Meanwhile, the Warriors are signaling they're going aggressive this offseason. Steph Curry expects major moves coming, and the front office is clearly feeling the urgency with Jimmy Butler sidelined. Golden State hosted 6 draft prospects for workouts yesterday, and with the 11th overall pick, they're actively exploring ways to add talent. Draymond Green's decision on his player option by June 29th could be a key trade chip as the Dubs position themselves to contend. In top news, according to a study published on Sunday, a new experimental medication nearly doubled overall survival rates for patients with advanced pancreatic cancer. The drug, named daraxonrasib, blocks a mutated protein that fuels tumor growth in more than 90% of cases. It reduced the risk of death by 60% for patients with metastatic pancreatic cancer who had previously received treatment. Those taking daraxonrasib lived for a median of 13.2 months compared to 6.7 months for chemotherapy recipients. Patients who took the drug also experienced fewer severe side effects, improving their quality of life. In business news, job seekers are using AI roleplay to negotiate salary. These artificial intelligence prompts can help make you a master salary negotiator at your next job interview. Savvy job hunters are using artificial intelligence to perfect their pitch. Salary negotiations are challenging for many people, especially daunting for entry-level workers just starting their careers. College graduates tend to dramatically overestimate their starting salaries, with studies showing that students expect to earn $80,000 to $100,000, while the actual starting salary is around $56,000. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is down 4% to just under $71,000. Ethereum is down 1% to $2,000. And XRP is down 3% to $1.29. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class. with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Mornings sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Google parent company Alphabet said Monday that it plans to raise $80 billion to help pay for its massive artificial intelligence infrastructure build-out. Alphabet will sell off that amount in stock and then use the funds for general corporate purposes, which includes capital expenditures to scale AI infrastructure and global compute. Part of the plan involves selling $10 billion in stock to Berkshire Hathaway, the massive global holding company formerly led by Warren Buffett. Alphabet stated that it is experiencing strong demand for its AI solutions and services from enterprises and consumers at levels that exceed its available supply. The company aims to fund its investments in a balanced way while retaining a healthy balance sheet. And in entertainment news, Matt Duffer, creator, showrunner, and executive producer of Stranger Things, accepted a career honor at the Gotham TV Awards, stating that young film and television audiences are telling us very loudly that they're hungry for original stories. He recalled how Netflix gave the Duffer Brothers a fairly blank check 10 years ago, saying that level of trust gave us the confidence and the courage to step up. He urged, let's choose risk over fear, encouraging support for new voices and bold personal stories. The 5th season of Stranger Things set a record for New Year's Day viewing, racking up 31.5 million views in 4 days. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the British author and playwright, George Bernard Shaw. And he said, "Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings, Ocean Beach.